Let's talk about bodybuilding and steroids and um, how it has developed. And of course, here is Arnold Schwarzenegger, one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. But what I want to talk about is today's bodybuilding and that it doesn't make sense. Um, for example, let's look at the new bodybuilders that are competing. Um, Nick Walker and Blessing Awodibu. Do you find this physiques beautiful? Well, I mean, they are really big, and I believe that you can't get that big naturally. The problem is that their bodies are out of proportion. They look freaky, they are mass monsters. Steve Reeves, for example, Frank Zane, all these bodybuilders from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s was okay. I still think that Steve Reeves is the greatest bodybuilder of all time, because when he was building his body, he cared about proportions and symmetry. And for example, Steve let me find a picture of Steve. Get this one. I have read both Arnold Schwarzenegger's Modern Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding and Steve Reeves' books, Frank Zane's books, and other books. The problem is, first of all, once the arms are often too big on modern bodybuilders, then the waist is not small on modern bodybuilders. Steve Reeves believed that when you have the neck, the arms, and the calves the same size, you have a proportionate body. Also, Steve Reeves he said that, for example, the thighs, that the thigh muscle, he had 66 centimeters, and he wanted to have, he said that if you have a chest, for example, 130 centimeters, then your thigh muscles need to be half the size of the chest. So neck, arms, and calves the same size, the thighs half the size of the chest. All right. And there is other proportions calculator in the book Building the Classic Physics the Natural Way, where you measure your skeletal frame, your hips, your joints, your ankles, and stuff like that, and then you multiply and you get maximum measurements for your muscles, maximum. Well, I have been working out for 2 or 3 years now, and I have achieved tremendous results. The problem with steroids is that when you take steroids, the muscle grows fast and you get big muscles. But as soon as you stop, you lose a lot of inches on just, So why not better to develop muscle that endures? All right. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger admitted he used steroids, and I have seen the movie Pumping Iron, which I really like. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is cheating. Steroids is for cheating, and many bodybuilders didn't make it past 30, 40. It's scary. All right, this is my opinion.